Did you know that simply talking about menopause could change someone's life? It's true. This Menopause Awareness Month, let's turn our awareness into action because sometimes the smallest steps could create the biggest ripples. My name is Holly Osterman and I'm the founder of Empart. So, October is Menopause Awareness Month. And while it's fantastic, I can't help but think, shouldn't every month be Menopause Awareness Month? I remember when I first started going through perimenopause, I felt so alone, like I was the only one experiencing these changes. But then I started talking about it, and wow, things change. That's why today we're going to explore how we can turn menopause awareness into real impactful action. Because awareness is great, but action, that's where the magic happens. So let's dive into 5 small steps we can take that can make a big difference. Let's start with number 1, starting a conversation. It could be with a friend, family member, or even a colleague. You'd be amazed at how a simple hey, can we talk about menopause? Can open up a world of support and understanding. I remember the first time I broached the subject with my best friend. I was nervous, but her response was really incredible. She'd been going through very similar experiences and was really to finally talk about it. That one conversation sparked so many more, and we both felt a little less alone. So, don't be afraid to be the one who starts the conversation. You might be surprised at how many women are just waiting for someone to break the ice. Number 2, educate yourself and others. There is so much misinformation out there about menopause. You really take some time to learn from reputable sources. And when you could, share that knowledge. In our Empart community, we've seen how powerful it can be when women share accurate information with each other. It's like a light bulb moment for so many. Oh, so that's why I'm feeling this way. Or I had no idea that was even related to menopause. Remember though, we're not medical experts. Always encourage others to talk to their healthcare providers about their specific situations. But by educating ourselves and sharing what we learn, we're creating a more informed, empowered community of women. Number 3, create a safe space. Whether it's in your friend group or your community, be the person who makes it okay to talk about menopause. Be open, be understanding, and most importantly, be a good listener. This might mean sometimes setting ground rules in your social circles. No judgment, no dismissing someone's experience, and no unsolicited advice unless it's asked for. In the Empart community, we've seen how powerful these safe spaces can be. Women who felt isolated suddenly find a place where they can be just a little vulnerable. Ask some questions, share their experiences without fear. You can create that same kind of space in your own life. And trust me, it's transformative. Number 4, break the silence. When you hear menopause being dismissed or joked about, take a deep breath and share your perspective. Help others understand that menopause is a natural part of life and it's not something to be feared or mocked. Your voice matters and it can make a real difference. I remember overhearing a conversation where someone was joking about a woman's hot flashes. And if you're that one, it's not that funny. Instead of staying quiet, I gently explained how challenging and really disruptive hot flashes can be. And it led to a really enlightening conversation. And I could see how perspectives were shifting. Breaking the silence doesn't mean that you have to be confrontational. It can be as simple as saying, actually, menopause can be really challenging. Small comments like these can lead to big changes in how people think and talk about menopause. And last but not least, number 5 is share your story. This might feel a little scary, but it can be so powerful. Whether it's with a friend over coffee, in your own neighborhood, or even in an online community like Empart, sharing your story can be incredibly freeing. And here's the amazing part. Your story might be exactly what another woman needs to hear to feel a little less alone. It might inspire her to share her own story, creating a beautiful ripple effect of understanding and support. In our Empart community, We've seen countless examples of how one woman's story has given others the courage to speak up, to seek help, or simply feel understood. Your experience, your struggles, your triumphs, they all matter. By sharing them, you're just not helping yourself, you're potentially helping countless other women who might be silently going through the same thing. Remember, every woman's journey through menopause is unique, and what works for one might not work for somebody else. But by taking these small steps, we're creating a world where every woman feels seen, heard, and supported during this transition. It's about building a community of understanding, one conversation at a time. So now it's your turn. In the comments below, share one small step you're going to take this Menopause Awareness Month to make a big impact. And if you want to hear more real stories from women just like you, check out my book, Empart, Real Stories, Real Wisdom, Real Menopause. Remember, your story matters. And by sharing it, you could be the support someone else desperately needs. So let's keep this conversation going. Like, subscribe, and join our Empart community at joinempart.com. Together, we could turn awareness into action, one small step at a time.